Hey there, and welcome back to the channel. We have some breaking news in the NFL. It appears Christian McCaffrey has been dealt from the Carolina Panthers over to the San Francisco 49ers. Now, this is big news. This is surprising. There's a lot of things to kind of break down with this kind of transaction. What does that draft comp look like? And I'm currently hearing that it is multiple day two selections. So it does not appear that a first round pick will be, exchanging hands here in this deal. That is a very key element in this, overall trade. But multiple day two picks, does that mean two twos? Does that mean a second and a third? It really is kind of up in the air at this point. I've been trying to figure out what that is, searching on Twitter. We are not sure the compensation just yet, but let's just talk about the overarching, what does this mean for both teams? We know the Panthers are in full rebuild mode. They move Christian McCaffrey. This is the correct thing for them to do. I know a lot of people are like, well, he's a super talented player. You want to build around him. This is a running back at age 26. I have my concerns about him long term in terms of where is his health going to be? Where does he fit in terms of the long term plan? Because this is going to be at least a 2 or a 3 year rebuild in Carolina. Therefore, I just don't think he fits the timeline of that new, the next team that's able to compete. So Christian McCaffrey being traded is a good thing for Carolina Panthers fans. You should be excited that this happened. I know he's a fan favorite. People love him. He's a talented player as an individual, does a lot for an offense. But at the end of the day, this is not a guy that was a part of the long term plan. The new regime that's going to be coming in and making decisions, I just felt like this was not going to be the solution to some of their struggles. Definitely a roster that needs to be reconfigured. And I think this goes a long way in doing so. This almost, to me, puts Carolina in a guaranteed top three draft spot selection at this current time. Christian McCaffrey is the true engine behind that offense, but now that has changed. Now let's look at it from the San Francisco 49ers perspective. This is a really good deal. They don't have to give up first round pick. They're trying to compete right now. They feel like they needed a little more dynamism in the backfield. And I think about what Shanahan's been able to get out of some of these, overall, these UDFAs, these late round draft picks. He's done a nice job with guys like Elijah Mitchell, maximizing their potential and making them a very, very good running football team. With that being said, you enter in Christian McCaffrey, a Pro Bowl level player, a guy that can be, take the lion's share of carries and overall just targets in general. I think this is a huge deal for them. I think when you're looking at the NFC West and the current picture, they need to be more and more competitive, and this definitely moves the needle for them. Now, I'm kind of curious once again on what that draft comp looks like, but I think it's kind of interesting to look at it from the idea that if they give up two day two selections, that is something that I'm not overly concerned about. I think that this is something you should be really excited about on both sides. It's unfortunate for the fans in Carolina seeing one of their favorite players leave, but also it's exciting that San Francisco is getting a big time playmaker in the thick of a playoff push for San Francisco. Losing Trey Lance for the year, it was tough, but good thing they kept Jimmy Garoppolo around. He's able to kind of right the ship here, and hopefully they can make a good deep postseason push. This is a talented roster. This is a team that likes to win in the trenches. And once again, you have a running back who is an absolute game breaker whenever he touches the football. He's good at running the ball. He's good, as a receiving back. There's so much to love about his overall game. I look at Christian McCaffrey as a plus addition for the San Francisco 49ers. A lot of people had pure speculation that he very well could have been going other places. There was a lot of different landing spots for Christian McCaffrey that I was hearing. Was San Fran at the top? Not really, in my opinion. They were kind of on the back burner. I felt like they were just going to run with Jeff Wilson the rest of the way. But, Christian McCaffrey is one of those players that kind of went under the radar in terms of, will he go to San Fran? That was not on the forefront of my mind. Therefore, I was shocked when this move happened. I was running to my computer to record this video because this is such big news. This is something that's super game breaking at this current time. I wonder kind of where this team's going to be sitting at. I don't know. I'm really, really curious here. We're going to go back to Adam Schefter once again. We're going to refresh and see if there is any additional information. And here is the comp. It looks like a second, a third, and a fourth in 2023 and a fifth round pick in 2024 for Christian McCaffrey. There you go. There is the compensation package. Now, overall, they're mortgaging a lot of their capital this year with it being a second and a third. And then the fourth round pick as well. I just, I like that they're pushing it, but once again, I think this is going to warrant a trade down in the actual NFL draft once it comes, just because they're going to want to acquire some of those mid-round picks back. Therefore, they will be moving in the draft, in my opinion, because it's very tough to go into a draft, without those. But overall, I mean, San Francisco felt they had the draft capital to do it, and props to them for actually making this move. So this is a huge deal for them. Wow, absolutely insane. So second, third, fourth, fifth for Christian McCaffrey. Good haul, honestly, for the Carolina Panthers. I felt like this is a very, very good return. This is going to help accelerate their rebuild. He was a running back that, definitely has had some injury concerns in his career. But at the end of the day, I think this is a winning formula for the Carolina Panthers moving forward. I think the San Francisco 49ers made a good move here. Are they throwing a lot of draft capital at a guy that very well could get hurt midway through the season? Sure. But at the end of the day, I think San Francisco being aggressive here makes sense. This is a team that very well could definitely see a big turn of events in terms of where their team trajectory is after making this current trade. So much to be hyped for. I really can't believe that it got done. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. Also, leave a like on today's video if you did enjoy the content. Once again, thanks for stopping by, and we'll catch you in the very next Utility Sports video.